So that's right in the center. So there's 8 chairs on each side of the stage.
So it needs to be in the middle of the 8th, you said?
Right. And right here where Ryan is, you see the stage is going to be right before this next level. So we're going to be looking at having those legs drop down right past here.
Ready?
So they're getting it in position. Once you get all the legs into place, there's a screw that you have to tighten under every one. This is a look at the lock under the stage legs. So each one of these legs is 4 feet long, and once you push it in all the way to where it hits the stage, you'll tighten it in to lock them in place. And what they're going to pay attention to next is on every stage there are holes that you lock the next stage into with a tool, and it's only on one side. So on this side you're going to line up the next stage piece with no holes. We'll line up to here and there'll be a tool that will tighten them. And on this side, the next stage piece is going to have the holes that will butt up to here. You have to be very careful with these steps as you're coming down. There are 4 small flights of steps. You can see all the legs are locked in place. First thing we do is grab 2 of them off and put them on the second level. Here's the next stage piece. Now they're going to have to make sure that they position it, put the legs to where it will enable them to line up the side with holes to this side that has no holes.
Got it? Yep.
And this process continues until they have all 6 panels set up. This stage piece is an extension for the front. It's 2 feet by 8 feet, and it's one that I've made, so it doesn't quite work as well as the other ones, but these leg pieces will go in to these slots, and it's a very tight fit, so we just push them in until they reach the end, and then the feet are adjustable. Nice. And then it'll turn over. And once the other stage pieces are locked in, we'll lock this one in with some clamps. There were a couple of tools here on this cart that we use to tighten up the panels. These 2 Allen wrenches will go into those spots with the holes and tighten it all up. So this side, I'm going to lock in here, bring the stage pieces as close together as we can, because they aren't touching. It's hard to do while you're videoing. They won't lock in as well. There we go. Alright, and they don't have to be in extremely tight. The tighter you do it, the more it will pull these edges off of each other. So once we're done with this cart, we go ahead and move it out and bring it down the hallway. Alright, so next step on this small stage piece, once the other ones all get leveled in their place, is these clamps will come and lock them together. Alright, so the clamps will just clamp these 2 stage pieces together. It's really just to keep them from coming off, and stabilizes it pretty well. Only thing we want to check is that it doesn't squeak much when somebody's walking on it. And we want these levels to be fairly even. Alright, so what Jared has is the corner bracing for the stage. Each corner inside the stage on the bottom is going to get 2 braces. 2 going across the back and 2 going forward. So we have these braces basically going to in the middle here, going this way, 2 of them, one here and one over there, and then one here going this way, and it will stabilize the stage.
Okay.
All right, so there are 3 small brackets that you'll have to attach. There's a corner one that's going to go either down on the floor or on the top, either one, whatever's more convenient.
You want to leave them loose. Good.
Yeah, leave them loose until we get it all set up. And the next bracket is going to go higher. And I guess it does make sense to put 2 of them high, so where you're not working down low for 2 of them. You're working up high for 2 of them. Right, Paul?
Right.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. That's what I always say.
Again, this one's just snug enough to get there. And this bracket is going to go into this one. Just enough to be snug and hold it up until we get the cross pieces in.
Where?
Alright, so put 1 bolt in, top right here, tighten it on the opposite side.
Oh, just loose.
Just loose, just loose. Once all this gets tighter, the stage is going to be solid. So if it's short like this, you can just move the bracket down. Doesn't matter exactly where it is. It's going to be strong enough to keep it from moving around. Alright, so once you get this last one, you can start tightening them all up. So as Paul's doing this, you can see these guys are wrapping up this one on the other side. And the reason that we come in one whole stage piece instead of being all the way at the end is to give us space to bring a couple of the boxes down here. And we'll roll a couple of the equipment boxes down here for storage. And if you had a cross piece all the way at the end, it would be in the way. So you can see they're not all the way out here, the end piece of the stage, but they are inside one.
Now we can tighten everything up, right?
Alright, so in this box are a couple of stage skirts. I'm going to grab these and you'll see this just goes right on the front of the stage. As you can see, the chairs right under the stage here, we're going to cover that up with these. Alright, so it's very easy, it just Velcros on. So Jared is going to stretch it all out, Velcro it, and then just quickly attach it. It just makes it look a little bit neater for the people in the first couple of rows. Okay, so you can see this is the final stage and pipe and drape setup. From here, this is what it will look like. 6 pieces wide, 1 2x8 piece in the center, and then the pipe and drape all the way across, the full 12 feet high.